It's time for Geocache Talk. Whether you are at work, in the car, or wherever you are, we hope you enjoy this show about the great sport of geocaching. If you're watching live on YouTube, you can be part of the adventure tonight in the chat room and participate with others as they watch the show. If you are listening later, please give it a like and subscribe on your favorite podcasting app so that you can get all of the weekly Geocache Talk goodness. If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. The sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today. Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today.
Big thanks to Derek of Baker Six Clan. You're thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. He's here to be thanked. And our featured patrons: Crime Fighter 89, Damac 04. I can make sure I have the right notes up. I do. OLB 1992, CP 590, Swifty Golden, the Pizza Ninja. I saw him in the chat room there. DMN Rec, TKD Scouter, Tax Pro RGV. Hats off to Tax Pro during this trying time of the year for him. KZoo Otters and our new patrons, Tag and the GSDs, the Bryant Boys, Bell on the Move, and Hailmeister. All right, let's jump right into show 507. So we welcome the entire CashFest crew to the show. There they are. All bright and bushy-tailed. No, maybe not. They're kind of tired, but that's okay. As my pastor says, the world is run by tired people. So make a note, because that's a truism. The world is run by tired people. All right. Yeah. Yes, Sir Drumalot. Memphis is going to be awesome. Memphis isn't really awesome yet. Well, no, he is. Oh, we're talking about Memphis Mafia. Okay.
Easy. Just because I'm over here in the shadows, it doesn't mean you can make fun of me.
Memphis is awesome. We love Memphis. He has been a rock of this show for many years now. All right. We're going to talk about a couple of caches in Memphis to begin with, and then we'll get into some of the details that we want to provide and some of the excitement that we want to provide to you guys, because there's a lot of exciting things going on. It's just incredible. Yeah, we definitely have both Memphis, the town, and Memphis or Memphis. I saw that. Cash the line. Memphis or both. All right. So let's begin by discussing some of the iconic and great caches in the city of Memphis. Oh, before I do that, let me preface this by saying the store is open. It is open until you see the show go dark. When the show goes dark, the store goes dark.
And if you're watching this at another time, we're sorry.
If you're watching this next week, you can purchase from the store during the mega, but all bets are off. It's first come, first serve, and when it's gone, it's gone. Sort of like many of the places in Memphis, some of the best barbecue in Memphis, it is first come, first serve, and if it's gone, it's gone. They shut the doors and they say, "We'll see you tomorrow." So.
And not everything is available at the store either. Some of
that's true.
VIP packages will not be available for sale.
Correct. D is absolutely correct. Yes. So
Houston Dave
store
says post
is
the link. Dave, which are you asking for the post link for the store, or what are you asking on that?
Probably just CashFest.com.
Yeah, just go to CashFest.com. You can get to the store that way. That's the easiest way.
probably simplest. Okay, with that said, let's talk about some of the Memphis geocaches, and I want to start with the Grotto. This is one that is so unique. I mean, I've been to many parts of the world, and I've cached in many parts of the world, and you guys tell me if you've ever seen something like this before. I mean, it's the only way I can describe it is if you've ever seen a geode with a crystal inside of a geode, think about walking into the geode. I mean,
that's very accurate. I go there probably about every 2-3 months just because it's just a cool place and I got people coming in town and I get to take them to that place. I can only, and it's a virtual. I can only log the virtual once. I can only log the cache once, but it's just such a really cool place. It's got some really cool history, and it's one of the few cemetery caches technically left here in Tennessee because it's what I understand. It's actually legal to put caches now in cemeteries, so you can't put new caches out there. So this is a virtual, and it takes you to a really cool place
in Tennessee.
Right, in Tennessee. Other
Right.
states are different. Tennessee is, you can't. I have found some that probably were grandfathered in or flipped through somehow, but
Sure.
Well, the fact that
it's an amazing place. Go ahead, David.
The fact that it's a virtual allows it to kind of get away from that rule of no caches.
Yeah.
They don't want people, searching around in cemeteries in Tennessee and in North Carolina, I believe.
Right.
The other thing that's cool about that one, because we're having our event in July, I have never gone into the grotto with it being hot. Inside that grotto is nice and cool. It's a nice and refreshing area. It's like going into a cave. So that's another good key of that as well. Air conditioning.
Gary and I have.
Was it hot when you did?
Yeah, when we were coming back from, I don't remember what event it was. We accidentally
Gigastock.
met up, and I think it was Cincinnati, and we accidentally both got there at the same time, and so we got to which was cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we just coming back from Cincinnati, we didn't plan it or anything, and just showed up, and there's the gang, and
Pathfinder was there too, wasn't he?
What's that?
I don't remember. I know
Wasn't
Ray and
Charles
Mia
there?
of Arts were there. Geocraches.
Yeah, the Crazy Eights were there. I think I don't know if they all were there, but most of them were there.
Yeah, most of the crazy eights were there.
Yeah, amazing, very unique. You can't miss it. I mean, if you're coming to town, you've got to go see it. And it's in town. It's not really hard to.
No.
Now, if you do want to go a little further out, which you should, to find the oldest. So, Derek, talk a little bit about the oldest.
Right, but before
in Tennessee,
it's in town, but there's another, and the person that owns the oldest now also owns this one close to the grotto. It's not too far from the grotto, and it is the largest bison tube you'll ever find, which is another fun one. But it's right across the street from the grotto. But the one that Gary's talking about is PLS 001, which is the Tennessee's oldest cache. And I just dropped in it's GC 132. It's a little bit of a hike through some areas, but it is the oldest cache. It's a lot of fun. And there's a couple of EarthCaches. No, there's one EarthCache and the start of an adventure lab out there. And then there's some other caches right in that same area where GC 132 is. So
yeah, it's in a park.
Lot of fun.
So, right.
So that's another great one. If you're going after your oldest caches in each state, there's your oldest cache. It's right here within 15 minutes.
It's right out by Collierville.
Yeah, it's in Collierville. 15 minutes from Shelby Farms. It's going to take you longer to get to it once you get to the parking lot, but it's 15 minutes to the parking lot.
Right.
Derek, you still have the video up of that one, don't you? Covering that one with the owner.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That video's up there. That's that was one, and that's actually our reviewers. It's one of his. He took over that one. So yeah, that video's up. All my videos are still up there of that one as well.
We should probably give a disclaimer for anybody that's not familiar with being in the South during the summertime. It is that one goes down a boardwalk, but if you stray off a boardwalk in that area, just know that there's spider webs, there's mosquitoes, there's things like that. So use the proper precautions you would use anytime in a hot area going outside in the woods. So it's not a real off-roading. It's not hard to get to. The terrain's not bad, but you are outside, so there will be some heat. There will be some
and that one's kind of like swampy too. So that area, depending on how much rain there has been.
Yeah, they will be in the show notes, and Jeff, yes, we'll create an official bookmark list that we'll add. We'll put it on the cache page, and we can put it on the web page too. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. But yeah, if you're just looking for a quick and dirty, you just want to find what they are real quick. They'll be in the show notes, and they'll be up on the website after the show. So definitely
put on your mosquito spray. They are big in Memphis. They're about the size of little birds, so you need to have your mosquito spray.
Thirsty. The mosquito spray just makes them thirsty.
Yeah.
Where are we going now? What's the next one we want to talk about real quick?
Do the interactive one. I haven't done this one. The GC 43.5 GP.
Yeah, so there's and right down the road from the oldest is an intercache. It's a walking tour of Collierville. It can be done in a car too. So it says walking tour Collierville, but it's the whole historic areas in Collierville. You can walk to those and do that intercache. If you've never done the intercache, it was popular for a while, and there's less than 75 in the world left and less than 50 in the U.S. left. So if you want to get that weird, odd type, there's one right there. It's pretty easy to do, and it does take you some old historic areas in Collierville. It's a pretty good one. I haven't done it in years, but I know it's still up and active. So it's worth doing right around town. Take you some old churches and historic sites.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're having some audio things, so I was trying to mute everybody to see where the weirdness was coming from. So not sure where it's coming from, but we'll go from there. So if you need to speak, unfortunately, I've probably muted you, so you need to unmute yourself. So don't forget you're muted. So unmute yourself. We don't want I don't want you not to interact, but we're going to keep everybody muted as much. I'll keep myself muted as well. Maybe I'm the one that's being the problem tonight. So, and then I guess let's talk about Old Ironside. I think is another. Oh, Jesse's first cache was in that town too. So,
yeah, I put that one on the list just because it's still there. That's the one that almost got me started in caching.
Almost that close.
It's oddly enough, I make fun of it sometimes because it's an LPC, right? And I got into it and it didn't work. But if you actually do go, it's at a church, but right across the street, there's a really interesting feature right to the east of it that people often talk about.
Yeah.
You would thought that would have garnered a few favorite points just because of the alien nature of it. And it has never gotten a favorite point ever.
Wow.
It was the one that got me in again. It's still up and live, so I don't know. Maybe it'll get its first favorite point this year. I don't know.
That's insane.
There's a huge tower across the street on somebody's house, and it looks like they're trying to call aliens and stuff. But it's right across from the church where it's at. But I don't know. I guess it's never earned a favorite point. I thought about going back and adding one just to be the only one that ever did it since it's my first one. But it didn't actually get me into caching. I didn't cache for another 691 days, so I don't think I'm not going to do that. So, but I just put it there because it's funny. We've talked about it so many times. It's right down the street.
It is true. Do you want to make a note, Brent? Thank you, Brent, for your help tonight. Brent's saying that it was mid-March is when that intercache was. So it's pretty recent.
Oh, good.
That's good.
It's worth doing. So if you've never done an intercache, it's an easy one to do. And it's right there in town. You can mark those off because those are disappearing almost as fast as the webcams are now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get near one of those, you should do it just to have said you've done one. So it's worth doing. Right. If you like history, it does take you to some historical places.
Yeah, I love intercache. Chili Head puts out quite a few intercaches, or did, but we did a show on intercache too. So if you want to go back, peruse our archives, if you're like, what is an intercache? We did discuss it, and I've done a couple, and we had a great time doing it. It's fun to do as a group. I mean, that's it's a fun. You don't have to have a group. Well, no. I think some of you do. Well, that's the mob caches, but the intercaches you don't. But they're still fun. It's fun to do as a group. This is one of those kind of and then Derek, you got a couple. You want to talk about
Old Ironside. I have not done Ironside yet. It's on my list. It's on one of my. I want to go do it. It's really highly favored. It is on a train or on a train car. I just haven't made it out there yet. I had it on my list to do like one of my milestone ones, and I end up doing some other stuff with my family. So that one I am looking forward to do. Hey, maybe when y'all are out here, we'll go do it together. So that might be some fun. Because I generally like caching with people, so that's how I generally cache anymore. Is going out there or with family. But with the kids right now, they're not really wanting to cache too much. So, especially with the weather right now, we've just finished up Lego Robotics, so we're all kind of on each other's nerves as we've made it through championship and won championship and all this other stuff right now. So we're ready, but we're looking forward to this event. So Old Ironside is on the list. I saw here just a little bit ago in the chat. Where is it?
Brent said it might be missing.
Carmex for the Soul, they FTF'd Old Ironside in the dark. So,
wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Brent Sawyer says apparently it's missing right now, so maybe that'll be repaired by July.
Yeah, hopefully it will. So I just pulled it up, so maybe, but yeah, I'll go look at that one again. But that is a lot of favorite points in the area from that one. The other one, and this one's hard. This is the tree climb. So those that are wanting to do a tree climb. Vertical Madness, and I've talked about this one before, but you're going to have to reach out to the CO because he'll bring out the equipment for you to do the climb. It is 70. Well, the tree's probably grown, so it may be 75 feet up a tree, self-ascending, and I have a video of that one. Yeah, there's a video out there on that one as well. The video's called "It's How High," and It took me, it was over 30 minutes for me to go up the tree and down. I'm not in the shape that I used to be. I'm more of a round shape now. I used to do a lot of rock climbing, working with ropes. But it is a great cache. But yeah, reach out to the CO on that one. And he will help. The plan is that he's going to set it up. But remember, you're looking at he figures about 40 minutes per person that climbs the tree. So it's time's limited on what he does. And he's an arborist, so he knows how to put the ropes up on the trees to keep completely safe. And the ranger out at the park, because that Herb Arson's Park Lake area, they prefer him to do it so that the safety is done that way. So
right.
I think he's running 100% favorites for premium members. Premium on. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, I would definitely like to do that one if there's time.
Yeah, that one's that's a definite fun one to do. So Herb Parsons, is where it's out at. And there's a couple other great caches in that area as well. So
the good thing is he's been helping with the escape room that we set up. And so he's familiar with Geocache. I mean, he's familiar with CashFest. So he's wanting to be available to give people the opportunity. Now, it takes time. We were going to have an event out there, and we decided against it because for one person to climb takes what? How long does it take, you think?
40 minutes. He figures about 40 minutes just to make
40 minutes.
Because you don't want to rush the person, rush them.
Right.
So
we just couldn't fit it into an event. So, but he is available. And you just need to sort of set up by appointment only kind of thing. So,
yeah. But if you can get a group out there with him, that'd be the best thing. And he can knock it out there. You guys can knock it out at that time. So,
yep.
That'd be great.
Talk about, oh, sorry.
No,
good. Jesse's messing with me. You know that. Who's gonna talk next?
Okay, he's muted.
Do I speak or do you speak? Do I speak next?
You're speaking because you muted him.
I didn't mute him. That's you did that. You're gonna blame me. No. Somebody talk about the EarthCache out at Mud Island, because again, there's nowhere else in the world that you get this. So tell everybody. So I'll let you do it, Derek. Tell people about this EarthCache that's out at Mud Island, because talk about unique, and when you say unique, we mean absolutely one of a kind in the world. So tell everybody about that cache.
So the cache out at Mud Island, the EarthCache, who's hitting the button?
Both engineering.
My hands are here. You can see where they are. Okay.
We're both engineering. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah. It is a topographical map of the Mississippi River, all starting off all the way up at the Great Lakes, and it empties out all the way down into, of course, around New Orleans. It is roughly, I think it's about between a quarter and a half a mile long. Crazy. And it's like you're literally walking the river. You can span the river with your feet. Curtis always loved watching leaves and like little boats that he'd put in there into it, run down the river, and he would chase them down there. It comes up to the major cities like St. Louis, Memphis, all the different cities along there. And he actually has the map of different aspects of the cities on there. And then you walk all the way down to where it empties out into, actually, I don't think that one actually empties out into the Mississippi. It may, but they emptied out into like what is the Mississippi there, or into the ocean. And then at the back of once you get down all the way past there, then you are at the famous Memphis sign, looking over the skyline of Memphis down there. So it's a great place, great photo op going down there. Such a really cool one. Bartlett's Museum, which is okay. I'm looking at a comment here. I'm trying to get hold of them to let you guys know, see if they will open it earlier that day, because it's only open. I think it's the first and the third Sunday. Good news is that we're there on the third Sunday, or the second, whichever the Sunday is. We're there that Sunday. So if you stick around after an event that we're doing on Sunday, you can probably go get it there. So they may or may not do that, but it's a virtual cache. It's really hard to get because it's only open for a few hours a month to go get it, and that's at Bartlett's Museum. So just a heads up, I am trying to work with them, trying to get in contact with them to be able to set that up. But since you're only there a few days or hours a month, it's kind of hard to sometimes get hold of them. So, but yeah.
So for the EarthCache, you have to think of it as like the largest diorama you've ever seen in your life, because it goes for a half a mile. Yeah. But it's sort of like it's a recreation of the entire Mississippi River, all the way down to the Delta and into the ocean. So it's kind of, and then it has all the little spots along the way. And so it's kind of like, again, it's like the most giant diorama, it's a half-mile diorama. So it's pretty amazing. And it's an EarthCache out there. And again, you can go to the Memphis sign after that and take pictures. And the Memphis sign is sort of iconic now. It's only been out there, a few years now?
Definitely worth visiting. Yeah.
Yeah. So put that on your list.
Every kid that grew up in Memphis went there for a field trip.
Right. So it gives you
I'm looking forward to the diorama of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But it's busy most of the weekend, right?
There is an event out there, because we talked about having an event there, and there's something that was going on that weekend there. So I don't know, and they're actually looking at kind of redoing that diorama, the map. I was actually found some 80s footage that was here, and that was in there as well. So it was kind of cool finding that. Wow. Curious KDB, can you ride a bike?
Looks like right there, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's part of it. Yeah. Curious KDB asked, can you ride a bike down?
Can you ride a bike?
Yeah, you can rent bikes. They like the solar power bikes and all that kind of stuff. You see people going down there as well. So yes, you can. It is wide enough. Just yield to pedestrians. So
And Fishing Kitty, we need to talk afterwards because you're missing out on a lot of cool locate. Because I've seen some great dioramas over the years. Most of them have all been Civil War dioramas, but there's a lot of cool ones. So anyway,
so it's like a miniature scenery is a diorama.
Yeah, it's like a miniature. Yeah, so like miniature trees with miniature people, miniature swing sets. That's a diorama. So
it's the Alamo.
A small to scale model of something or a scene.
Go ahead, D. You're good.
It's the Alamo you made in school out of sugar cubes. and you got cotton balls. That's what a diorama is.
Exactly. That's what all of us that grew up.
You took to school and said, "Look what I made." At least that's how it was in our house.
Right. Exactly. That's what we. Yeah, that was my Texas. Right. That was
Memphis,
my Texas
don't put that in
history
there.
too.
I guess if you didn't live in Texas, you didn't build the Alamo, but
Right.
whatever your historic thing in your state was.
Yep. This was what we did in Texas history was we built a little Alamo. So, all right. We have covered. Oh, one last one. We want to talk about. It's got a lot of favorite points, and one of the other reasons I wanted to point out this one. It's called AOL, and it's sort of AOL is in the old days of America Online with the email. You got mail. So, without spoiling the cache, because I don't want to do any spoilers tonight. That's all the spoiler you get is AOL, but it's at Marlowe's. Marlowe's is sort of one of the group of famous Memphis barbecue places, known for the pink Cadillac they've got, and it is, by the way, and Marlowe's is we'll have a list. I think Derek, is going to work on getting a list of these.
Yeah, it's going to be on those when you get your package and you have your badges. They'll be part of the Show Your Badge program that we have going on.
Right.
There's some, we may go in a couple of those tonight, but they are on there so that if you have your badge, you'll get a discount of some sort at the restaurant itself.
Right. In fact, why don't we take a minute and do that before we move on to the next thing, which is, Marlowe's is like a museum inside. You're right. MPM 1125. You're right. If anyone wants to donate an Adventure Lab to me, they'll build these.
Not a family-friendly Adventure Lab. Don't do that. Nobody donates.
Love Memphis. That's funny. But yeah, so Derek, tell people a little bit about Show Your Badge because it's something that is really cool that we're working with the Memphis Tourism Bureau. It's a very unique local thing that we're doing with Memphis, the city of Memphis.
Okay. So the Show Your Badge program, I'm hitting the button. Okay. So
I'm not touching anymore. You're producing. I'm not doing anything anymore.
Well, somebody was hitting it earlier. So
that was me.
See, keep your hands off of it. Anyway,
I will.
The Show Your Badge program, when you have your badge and when you get your package, when you come in, you can be able to go do a lot of different things. One of them is at the Brooks Museum, which we'll get into an event there. But that entire week, if you show your badge, you get into the Brooks Museum for free. There is a hotel on Beale Street as well that you get some discounted food and stuff like that. Marlowe's is another one. And we're starting to get a lot more that are coming in. And so that's what, if you have your badge, you go to these different vendors or different restaurants or different locations, you're going to get a discount or something free to go in. And that's just some of the perks that we're working out with different ones. We've sent it. Like Gary was saying, we've worked with the Memphis Tourism, and we sent out a whole bunch of these emails to all of them, and they're slowly trickling in of what they're offering. A lot of them have become sponsors. There is going to be a discount for the escape room as well. So they're part of kind of the Show Your Badge thing, but we're all caches are actually going to be getting. I see there's somebody different there with Ryan, we're gonna
get to that. Hang on there.
All right, and so there'll be different places, but there will be a discount. I think it's like 15% discount for the Memphis escape rooms for that week as well. So definitely, even though we're doing the small event, I say small, but we're only getting 150 people through in 3 hours. And that's a abbreviated escape room type thing. It's an escape room challenge. So, but if you want to actually experience the full room, you have to book it online. But you can I'll have a code for you that we'll put up there, and you'll be able to book a room that week at the escape room at it. Like I think it's a 15% discount. So which is awesome.
So Ryan, we have a special guest coming in tonight. So tell us who's with you there.
Well, yeah, everybody knows who he is. Who's in the neighborhood? So
Marcellus.
I was in Austin earlier, and I took a nap, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go for a little drive, and now here I am. I think I drove a little too far.
All the way to Manhattan. You just kept driving. It's good to see you, my friend.
You know what? You get a couple of 5-hour energies in you.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed.
All the way to Kansas.
Yeah,
totally. It's good to see you, my friend. And I heard that you have something. You have something you can kind of announce tonight for you personally. So, tell us a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it'll be on your blog, but tell people what you have just accomplished.
Well, here's the thing. I've got 5 states done, and I am finished. I've finished Kansas.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, so
yes.
I am here to sign the Kansas. It's not the Kansas County Challenge. I forget the entire name. I am here to sign the Kansas County Challenge.
That is awesome. Do you remember, off the top of your head, do you remember what county it was so you can sign the board in the right spot?
Kingman. That's Reno County. And, I was kind of passing through here on the
right.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I didn't come here specifically for this, but this was on the list since it aligned with what I was actually doing this weekend.
Right.
So, let's just say that I have spent some time in some neighboring states, and and I'm headed on my way home, and yeah.
I'm glad you got to stop in, and get to sign the board and everything. So that's awesome. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad when our paths cross. We missed each other at Texas Challenge, but we don't really, as we talked about earlier, we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Conroe because for some of us, Conroe was not good.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Lori says it was 105 counties. Well, some of us had a little bit of broken leg on that situation. 105 counties. So that is good. So we gotta get back to the show, but I do want to. So how many states have you finished now? 5, you said?
Yeah, Texas, New Mexico, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas.
Dang. That is awesome, man.
And he's going to finish Tennessee when he comes to Memphis. So we'll get talking back about that while we sign this, and I'll be back on the show.
Yep. We'll see you in a little bit. Right. Good to see you, Marcellus. Take care, buddy.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thanks, buddy. All right. So that was a little impromptu there from Marcellus.
So this is a good question.
Yeah.
This is a good question on the show your badge thing. I don't know if you covered it all yet, but Christy had to go to it. I want to know what this is. Anything with food, if you show our badge, you get something?
Yeah, that is some good barbecue right there. I hope so. I'm gonna have to go visit them, and the batch thing may come up, but I've got to go get some more barbecue. That may be tomorrow's lunch, because they're just right down the street from where I work on downtown. But yeah, wait, they may be closed on Monday. A lot of restaurants are closed on Monday here in Memphis, so they may or may not be open tomorrow. So it may have to wait till later. That may be a good Thursday meal.
Yeah, so I know that there would be quite a bit of debate as to what's the best Memphis barbecue. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of debate. But of the ones I've tried, I've only tried 4 or 5, so I can't really talk yet until I've gotten at least a dozen under my belt. But at this point, I'll just say the barbecue shop to me is the best barbecue in Memphis.
The home of the dancing pigs.
The home of the dancing pigs.
I can appreciate how you added in Memphis.
Yes.
I mean, the rest of that sentence was obvious.
In Memphis.
That's like the smartest idiot.
No, David.
David.
All his shortcuts. Or
David.
Hold on.
Proud of our barbecue in Texas.
No, you don't. Yeah,
Well,
no.
isn't that sweet? But when you want to step up to real barbecue,
Yeah.
we'll treat you to some. It'll be on me this summer. We'll take care of it. We'll change your mind.
We'll take you up on it. I will tell you, Derek did take us to Central when we were there. So
yeah, Central's
Central is
okay.
good.
It's not. Central's good. My list. Memphis barbecue is one that's up high on my list. The barbecue shop. Don't try Tops. I'm sorry, Tops is not. I don't. But between, for me, the barbecue shop, Rendezvous is supposed to be really good. I've never made it over to Rendezvous. It's a little bit more expensive.
Rendezvous is right off of Beale, right? It's on Beale Street or it's near Beale.
Yeah, that's around Beale Street.
Okay.
Rendezvous.
Central, it's okay. I mean, the cool thing about Central is that it's right there close to the arcade. It's right there at. It's real close to the escape room.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So maybe while you're waiting, maybe you can go check that out or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you could head on over to Lorraine where Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, that area, the Civil Rights Museum and all that. That's all right there. Literally, you share the same parking lot and you can go to all those different places. So.
Not to get off track, right? But you can't leave Memphis without getting fried chicken too. By the way, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Gus's.
Oh, I'm gonna cry thinking about it.
We have Gus's fried chicken in Texas.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people have copies of stuff. We're talking about real, original stuff.
Well, I'm getting in several days early, so I'm actually looking forward to going around and trying all the different barbecue.
Yeah, if you come back from CacheFest without gaining about 10 pounds, you didn't do something right.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, it is in July. They may have sweated it off.
That is true. I was counting that. Really, you'd gain 20 pounds, but you're gonna sweat out 10 of it. So,
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Pizza Net. You just want some barbecue pizza,
barbecue nachos. Let me just throw that one out there.
Oh God, we got to stop. I'm getting hungry. This is not gonna work. We're gonna finish this show early.
And then Gibson's.
Off your plan.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. Don't talk to me about that right now. I will probably be at a bad time for me, so I'm going to be crying and watching everybody else eat probably, but we'll see.
Yeah, and then you got to get some Gibson's donuts because they're unbelievable as well. Very famous. So
it's going to be horrible.
There's an event that we have that's close to some really good cookies. So.
Yeah, which we'll get to that. In fact, let's get into some of that.
Some of these events. Come on, that's what.
All right, we're going to talk about events, but as I put in the notes, you can't have awesome events without a road crew, and we have the best roadie manager in the business,
and that is what we're calling our volunteers. There are roadies.
There are roadies because we're following the music theme. We have the best roadie manager in the business, hands down. I will fight you over this right now, and that is Julia Bailey. Julia, thank you so much for all that you're doing for us. So tell people a little bit about how they can volunteer.
So, yes, we need lots of volunteers, as any big event does, to make it happen. Without you, we're kind of stuck. So if you go to the cache page for Worldwide CacheFest and you scroll on down right before the events, when they start talking about Challenge Academy and all that, there's a paragraph just above there and a link for the Worldwide CacheFest Roadies. And if you click on that link, it's going to take you to Sign Up Genius. And on the Sign Up Genius, there's I counted all the available slots. There's about 100 slots available, different times, different days, different jobs for you to sign up for. And please feel free to sign up for more than one if you'd like. I get sometimes, maybe you only have time to do one, but if you have time to do more, we would appreciate it if you would like to help us out. As you can see, that's scrolling on the screen there, all different jobs. I tried to give a little description on each one, what you'd be doing, like packet pickup, or if you're going to work at the VIP parking lot, directing traffic and making sure only the VIPs are allowed in that lot, make sure that's who's in there and pretty much nobody else. I mean, if you're going to help at the event store, you have to work with the event store manager who is already been determined. We have people to help with the gadget academies, people to help at the escape room. I mean, there is like a bazillion jobs there for you to sign up for, whatever you're interested in, okay? Once you sign up, I should receive an email stating that we have some signups. And then eventually, once I get a little bit more of those, then we will, you'll be getting emails from me as to kind of where to meet and stuff like that. Yes, we need valet parking volunteers. It's a VIP parking lot, actually. You won't be driving anyone's vehicle alone, okay? So if that's what you thought you were going to get to do,
I think that's what he was wanting to do, is drive some nice cars or whatever.
Yeah, I think insurance might not cover that, however. So
yeah, no, you're just going to direct. Yeah.
So I'll be looking forward to getting those signups, and then, like I say, down the road a little ways, I will be getting in contact with you via your email to let you know where to meet me or where to meet up, and just a little bit more direction on things. Okay, so please help us out, because we definitely need extra folks to help for sure, and it's fun. I volunteered at Woodstock. I volunteer at Challenge every year. Whatever, and at Mingo I helped out, at CoinFest last year I helped out, and so it's just fun to do, and it just takes a short bit of your time, and kind of it's the way to give back to the event, really, and to help it out. So give back to geocaching in that respect.
Absolutely. Now I don't know, Dee, I'm gonna let go ahead.
On Julia, number one, shout out to Debbie Doherty. She was the first person to sign up.
Yay!
So thank you. We will see you at the escape room. And secondly, there are benefits to being a roadie, and it's a pretty cool benefit. I don't know if we're ready to say what that benefit is, but
yeah, I'm with it.
It's shiny and pretty, and you can only get it if you're a roadie. So
yes, I love it.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to volunteer then, huh?
It's a really cool item.
And it will be one per roadie, even if you sign up for multiple shifts. Just one per roadie.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, one per roadie, but still, it's worth getting. I mean, and there's some serious benefit to help. Obviously, helping is a huge benefit in itself, because we've got to have people help. I mean, it's just the way it, and again, it's a good way to give back. And like you said, it's fun. The roadies have a lot of fun together.
It's a way to make some new friends too. Interact with some people you may not haven't known before. They may be from somewhere else beside where you live and stuff. So I've met some cool people volunteering at different events. So yeah, it's I don't know. I like doing it, but volunteering. So
there's a wide variety, so it's not all the same. So if you're really like, I don't want to do that, like, that's fine, keep going. And sure enough, as you go down the list, you're like, oh yeah, I'd love to be part of that. I mean, I think that's what you're going to find out, is that you're going to find that there are some things that you may be more interested in, just the way it,
and one thing I will say, just kind of pay attention to what you're volunteering for, because there are some things, especially on Saturday, there's multiple different opportunities, like at the same time, like maybe an 8 to 10 shift, but you might be doing package pickup, or you might be working in the event store, or you might be parking, whatever. Just pay attention that you don't sign up for multiple jobs at the same shift, because I don't know. I think that's kind of easy to do, because they're all in a big row. So in a big line there. So just kind of be aware of that, and we'll go from there. And if I see duplicates like that in the same time slot, don't worry, I'll be emailing you and asking you, what you'd really like to do. So
I've got the coin. I was going to show it real quick. So there's the CacheFest. You
Roadie
can only
coin.
get that coin if you're a roadie.
Oh no, Gary just spilled the beans.
I like that coin.
It's cool. I like it.
That's cool.
Very cool.
I like all the coins.
Yeah,
Oh, I do too.
super cool, but that was very cool and very unique in that, only the roadies get those. So
Yep.
Yeah, it's a collector's item before it starts.
Yep. Collector's
Yep.
item, and it has a really cool saying on the back too. So
Yep. You're not going to share that.
you're not
That's
going to share that. That I'm not going. to I would kick.
Oh,
you
I might have a photo of that.
Nope,
roadie
I'll-
swag.
But if you've never volunteered at a mega or been part of putting on a mega, you will see them in a completely different light if you volunteer. You get to see the chaos behind the scenes and how many people it takes to get one together. I'd
Mhm.
recommend it for everybody, not just for the shiny, which is always good, but you really get to see what goes into it, and you probably will continue after you volunteer once. You'll probably continue to help out with future ones because it's fun to see behind the scenes and see how crazy it is.
Yeah.
it's just fun. And like I say, you meet people and you don't have to sign up for multiple shifts if you don't want to. I tried to make it so that hopefully there'd be enough people per job, per shift that you can, be there. But
Yeah.
if you want to run off and like during the day on Saturday, see a vendor or, participate in something else, you can kind of tag off and be back, so
Right.
that you can spend it, or if you need to use the little girl or little boy's room, because
Right.
that happens too. So, we don't want to commandeer all of your time. We certainly want you to come to CashFest and have a good time and see everything and do everything, but we do need some help. So if you have a couple hours
Yeah.
here, a couple hours there, that'd be awesome. So I'd appreciate it. We'd all appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate so much that you have it set up so that there's multiple people for each location, so that we don't want anybody to feel like they're going to sit somewhere by themselves and go, I don't know what to do. That we're
Right.
never going to we'll never have that kind of situation. So you'll have a little team, your little team together will be able to do that. And of course, Julie will be available.
I'll be
and
all over the place. So,
Yep.
and we'll talk and know how to get a hold of me during each thing in case you have questions or need something. I'll be available. I know I'm going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but that's just so I can cover everything to make sure everything's got what you need. So,
And pretty much we'll all be around too. I mean, because we're talking about events, and so that's really
We'll all
what
be
you're
there.
helping out for the most part.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Direwolf is exactly correct. You should wear your Wayne's World hat if you're a roadie. So definitely do that.
might have to get one of those. I don't think I have
Yeah,
one.
definitely. If you remember the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and then a quick note: D has an email address we want to provide people if you're staying in if you're not staying at the host hotel, right? D, is that how we ordered that?
Yeah. So in order to track, we want Memphis to really know the impact that we're bringing to that city. They've been great working with us with the Show Your Badge program and kind of helping with certain things, but we want to show them just how impactful this event is. So I've put up, and it's up on the screen now, www.cfhotels@gmail.com. If you are not staying at the host hotel, you've made it somewhere else, that's fine. But if you could just send me an email with just last name the reservation is under and how many nights you're staying and what hotel it is. That way I can compile that list and send it over to them so they can, verify with the hotels that yes, you stayed there, and that will help us let the city know just how impactful we are being, and will help for future events for CashFest.
Yeah, perfect. Speaking of, let's get into the events. All right. Let's start with Wednesday. We'll kind of go through them in chronological order, and we'll ask different people different things about them. I'll start with Wednesday morning. It's kind of the official kickoff for the week is Wednesday morning, and we're going to be eating at Stack's Pancakes, and it's in Germantown. Is that correct, Derek? Did I get that right?
Yeah, it's in Germantown.
Not the other one, because the other one's closing, I think.
Right. The other one's closed right now because of an incident that happened outside there. So
yeah. So but it's a let's get this party started, and Derek and I got to eat there, and oh my goodness.
It was good.
Oh my God. Was it awesome? I had the cinnamon roll pancakes. That's all that you got to say.
It looked like a giant cinnamon roll that was about 8 inches, 10 inches across.
Right. It's like how many stacks of pancakes, like just keep them coming, because that cinnamon roll pancakes were unbelievable. So I've already got it set. I already know what I want. I'm eating cinnamon roll pancakes Wednesday morning. So there you go. That's a meet and greet. That's all that is. 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's let's get this party started. Now that evening we've got is more of a full. What's this? Do we have emails? You see it staring at. Oh
no.
Yeah, if you're
Airbnbs won't count. Airbnbs don't count, so that doesn't stay through the CBB. But any hotel or RV park, those that they track. But the Airbnbs are not tracked through the CBB, so I don't need to know that. But thank you for asking.
Yeah, good question. Next up is a community celebration, and what's interesting, I'm gonna have
number one, the first
community
celebration.
We have got so many community celebrations back to back to back on this whole week that if you're like into trying to get community celebrations, talk about a haven for community celebrations. So Wednesday night we have an event called it's at the main event. It's not the main event, but it's at the main event. And this is Chad's event. So we had several people. Yeah, several people donated their community celebration to this. So it's his event. It's at the main event in Memphis. I know it's weird sounding, but if you've ever been, there's some different places. I know we have main events in the DFW area. They're really cool places to go on their own, let alone to have an event at. They've got everything. They've got ropes course. They've got laser tag,
bowling, video games, virtual reality.
And the thing about video games nowadays, when you think video game, you kind of think, maybe like Space Invader kind of thing. These video games are like ginormous now. They're like,
Gary thinks of Space Invaders.
15 feet tall. They're 15 feet wide. I mean, it's this giant monstrosity of a game, and you kind of climb in this thing, and it's like interactive, and there's like tons of these. So there's bowling if you want to bowl. I mean, there's all that kind of good stuff. So really looking forward to no Tom, not Pong. No Tom, no, not Pong, no. But good thinking there, buddy. So, it's our first package pickup. So,
yes.
I guess Dee, you or someone want to talk about just package pickup in general?
So package pickup will be real easy. We'll have letters by your last name. And you'll just go in that line by your last name, not your caching name, your last name. We'll just go through and we'll pull up a sheet of what you bought. We'll open up the bag, make sure you got everything that you ordered. If you got a t-shirt, we'll make sure you got the right size. This is the one thing I will emphasize for people. When you order those t-shirts, order the correct sizes, because we're not ordering a bunch of extra shirts, so we're not going to be able to, I need a 2X, not an extra large or whatever. So make sure you do that, but we'll make sure you've got everything. You'll sign the piece of paper, and then you'll be on your way. But if you're a VIP or a backstage pass holder, you're going to have a super cool RFID card that Chad on, and there'll be a sticker that goes over to write your name on it. You're going to want to bring that card to every single event you go to, because several of them you'll have a chance to win free things by scanning that. And I'm sure Chad can explain that a lot better, but that's the reason to get there early and pick up your package early, because you'll have multiple chances to win cool stuff. So,
right.
but if you have it set up, we should be able to bring it in and out really quickly. Just make sure you get the right line, and we'll be ready to go. But yeah, make sure if you can pick up that packet, the earlier the better.
Right, and also don't forget that package is part of that Show Your Badge program too.
Exactly.
So you get
you want to pick
that
early.
and you can show that to get into different places as well. So
here's what it'll look like, and then Chad, if you could talk about these stickers will be placed on your RFID card. So you'll notice it says VIP, and it'll have you put your name and your GeoNick on these. You'll write that on your RFID card. And Chad, tell people about how the RFID card works.
So it's going to be a scanner. We'll have these at every event. You can only win once per event. So that you will actually, once you scan the card, it will not allow you to scan it again. And so you'll scan the card, and then it will give you a couple different levels of prizes that you could win. It's randomly done, the prizes, so there's nothing we can do about it. But it's going to be a lot of fun on the event. So we'll have to do another show here. It's almost completely built. There's a couple little kinks still working out on it, but it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's sort of a spin the wheel, but it's electronically spin the wheel. And again, it's not. It literally is random. We're not going to scam anybody. But if it hits, then you can pick a prize, and we'll have a prize bin that you can pick a prize from.
We personally won't know who gets what RFID card, because we're going to grab a bag out of a box, hand you stuff, then you're going to put it on there. So it's not like with those cards, to certain people, it's going to be totally random. But the earlier you pick it up, the more chances you get, because it's good once at every event, but it's good at the events. So, if you got it on, the first available, which I believe is Wednesday night, you'll have several events you'll be able to scan it at. And if you're lucky, which I am not, but if you're lucky, you can win something at every event. So, yeah,
cool stuff, and so that's kind of an extra VIP thing. So, and Patty's asking if she bought a package. If you bought a package and you're unsure if you bought a package, then email us, email me, or email info@cashfest.com, and we can look it up for you.
info@cashfest.com is the easiest way.
Yeah, and we can look you up and check. We've had some people double order, which is fine. We can refund. We've had several we've had to refund because they bought it twice, which is fine. We can do that. Not a problem. So, okay.
And then also sign up, right? We're talking about the sign up.
Yeah.
They need to when you sign up, when you do your package pickup, you're going to need to sign up for your Gadget Academy class.
Yes.
So there's 3 different classes.
Good point.
So you need to make sure you sign up for the one you want. We have to do this because unfortunately we only have so many soldering irons and so many stations per event, or there's 3 different times. So if everybody shows up at 1, then we won't be able to get everybody through. So you're going to have to sign up. So the sooner you get there, the sooner you pick up your package, you'll be able to sign up. If that time is already taken because you got there late or signed up late, you'll have to get whatever is left, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. That's all we could do because we have so many people signed up. So, Tom, keep your double order, and you got it Christmas shopping done. So that's pretty funny. All right, let's move over to Thursday.
Thursday morning.
Derek, take it away.
All right, so this is the one that we had 150 slots, and this is the Escape and Celebrate community event number 2. So that one, of course, is at Memphis Escape Rooms, which is down. And this is at the downtown location. There's actually 2 locations for Memphis Escape Room, but we're going to be downtown by Central Barbecue, the arcade, The arcade is also another favorite spot that Elvis used to go to. The also went to the Lorraine or the Civil Rights Museum was down there.
Yeah, it's all
There's
right there.
several caches really close. So we're going to be having not necessarily sign up thing. I think we're going to be grouping it in 50 slot hours. So we only had 150. So we'll have
kind of like a tea time. You're gonna have a tea time. It's kind of what you think.
Right. You're gonna have a tea time. It's gonna be kind of this area. This 50 group is in this group this hour. This 50 group is in here, and because it may move through a little bit faster depending on how it's all broken down. But we're looking. That's from. Let's see here. That morning is from 9 a.m. to noon.
Mm-hmm, yep.
So we have those 3 hours to do that, and that, like I said, it's not a full escape room. I wish it was, but we could not get 150 people through in 3 hours.
I will say though that the 10-minute escape room, from what I've been told recently, is unbelievably cool. I thought that it was be like fill out a form and kind of try to solve a puzzle on a form. No. There's like props and there's locks that you got to figure out. And there's gonna be like, so it's sort of, think of it as like a escape room in a box kind of thing. So very fun. You can, you want to, be doing it with a small group. If you have never done anything like that, don't worry, because you're going to be paired with a few other people that are at the same time as you. And so, nobody's going to have to do this by themselves. So it'll be fun. It'll be interactive. And it'll be really kind of a neat thing to do together.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And as Gary said, it's a 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes to get out. There's like a 5-minute reset, and then the next group comes in. So they're going to have like 3 going at the same time. So we'll be getting about 15 people through every 10 minutes. So that's how it kind of breaks down on that. GC, the GC on that one.
I got it. I'll do it. Okay. Yeah, I got it. If you didn't sign up for the escape room challenge, come by anyway. Come by and be part of the community celebration. Don't feel like don't miss the event because you didn't sign up, because there might be a lot of people that aren't going to do the challenge part of it, but come by and see everybody. And there's a lot of cool stuff in that little area. I mean, across the street is the arcade. It's the oldest restaurant in Tennessee. Jesse, did I get that right? Is the oldest? It's not an arcade. It's a restaurant, but it's like the oldest restaurant in
I don't know.
I think it's the oldest restaurant in Tennessee, right?
I don't even know the answer to that one.
Yeah, I don't know that. You know what? I'll go with it. I'll say yes.
I'll look it up real quick. But it was very famous because there's a booth in the arcade. You gotta go to the arcade and take a look at it, because there's a booth when you walk in. It was on the side, and there's a door on the side, and apparently Elvis would sit in a certain booth, and they've got it, shrined up. But he would sit there because if a bunch of groupies came in, and it was it was like too many, he could like slip out the side. So that was his little spot that he could get out the back. So it's Elvis, so he could get out the side door if he needed to. So, but the arcade, it's a great place. It's across the street from where you're going to be now. Also, like I said, if you're going to be in the if you're going to do the escape room challenge, you kind of want to stay near.
The escape room challenge is already full. Yes, the 150 to actually be able to do the challenge itself.
Yeah,
but does not mean that you can't come to the event. That's just the 150 that had to sign up to get into to actually do the 10-minute challenge.
Right. Again, the place across the street. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but also, show
good.
up, and we can put you on a wait list, because when the time comes, if somebody doesn't show up, you may just slide on in there at the end and be able to go in. So come hang out, and you might even get an opportunity to play.
Possible. Yeah. A lot of cool stuff for the area. Like I said, the Civil Rights Museum's around the corner. You will see the walking distance if you want to see the Lorraine Motel. That's a great museum to go through. It's very well done, very, very informational, and really high quality as far as what they did with that tragic location, they turn it into a positive, from now for the future.
You really shouldn't miss that when you're in Memphis.
Right. The arcade was founded in 1919, and it's the oldest restaurant in Memphis. There you go. I got it right now. Oldest restaurant in Memphis. So,
all right.
A lot of famous places a lot of famous films were filmed there. So, all right, moving on.
Yep, because we're an hour in. We got several more events. We're gonna have to do another show.
Thursday night, we're walking in Memphis, like the song says. It's another community celebration event.
Number 3.
So it's going to be on Beale Street. We worked with the Beale Historical District folks, and we're going to have an event on Memphis, on Beale Street. Very famous. Beale Street is, one of the most famous streets in the U.S. And
cookies.
There's
next door.
There's some sort of
Insomnia cookies.
Some sort of cookie place next door. Whatever.
Cold ice cream.
I heard this place is incredible. I haven't had it.
And delicious Bluebell ice cream. A fantastic combination.
Oh, that isn't. Yeah, Bluebell. They got Bluebell. I'm in.
They do. It doesn't get any better than that.
That's incredible. Yeah. So this is really a neat. Again, another package pickup, another chance. It's going to be in W.C. Handy Park. W.C. Handy, very famous blues artist, and there's a park there, and there's an amphitheater, and we're going to set tables up there. And again, Insomnia Cookies is like right there, so you're in good luck. But also, if you want to enjoy all of Beale Street that night, go for it. But that's a good a good starting point for the evening is to stop there. Enjoy that event and another community celebration. All right, Friday. Let's jump to Friday.
Friday morning, on the banks of the mighty Mississippi.
Yeah, we're going to have an event at a local park. We worked with the parks people in Memphis, and they suggested this park, and it really wasn't on our radar. It's River Garden is the name of this park, and originally it wasn't on our Derek and I's radar because we were trying to work out the places to have an event. But once you see it, it's amazing. This is a great park, and it is. You're right there. I mean, you could throw a rock in the Mississippi River. You're right. We are literally on the banks of the Mississippi.
Yeah,
and a lot of cool stuff there. There's kayaks you can rent. There's a coffee place. They've got the community has really worked together. Kids have designed a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of adult places that how to put it. There's like
bird nests and things like that at the park that you get into.
No, yeah, like giant
bird houses.
Giant bird nests that adults can get in. I mean, how crazy is that? You got to come see it. I mean, you can't miss it. Perfect on the banks of the Mississippi. So,
yep. And then shortly after that,
an hour and a half later, is another event.
Another community celebration event.
Another community celebration event. Number 4, art heist. So this one is at the Brooks Museum of Art. And we worked closely with the Brooks Museum of Art. We told them our idea, which took me a while to explain to the event coordinator. I was like, "Do you have a few minutes?" And she's like, "Sure, go for it." I'm like, "This is going to take me a few minutes to explain, and tell me what you think." And so I went through the whole spiel. It took me quite a while to explain, but when it was done, Maggie, who was great person at the event coordinator, said, "We are on board. We want you to come do this event at the Brooks Museum." And so we're like, yes. So from 2 to 4, they closed at 4 p.m. So that's kind of one of the reasons why we wanted to do it, obviously during the time when they're there.
It also gives us a break before the next day, which is a big event. So
yeah, give us a break that evening, which we're going to need before the big event. But to give you the quick on this is that it is a art. There is going to be an art heist at the museum, and the museum is going to let us have actors who are going to be available for you. Adventure Lab ish, or Adventure Lab is going to be like we have permission to do this crazy interactive Adventure Lab. It's going to be a one-time. You show up, between 2 and 4, you get to do this Adventure Lab, and then that's it. Adventure Lab's done. And there's going to be actors. There's going to be police reports that you're going to have to look at. You can interact with these actors, and you can ask them. You're going to interrogate them. Where were you 2 nights ago when this art? When
I don't
this
think
art
they'd
was
appreciate
stolen?
the bright lights, though. Don't bring bright lights.
We'll have bright lights for you to grill them. You're going to want to get as much information as you can from these various suspects. You're going to have all sorts of evidence to look through. Could be footprints, could be fingerprints. Who knows? It could be all these different things that you're going to sort of sleuth the answers, and you're going to interact with these people, and you're going to ask them questions, and hopefully you'll be able to work your way through and solve the art heist. And I can't believe this museum's going to let us do this.
I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Now, I did talk to her, and I said, if there's anywhere that the suspects can't go, let us know. And she says, yes, we'll coordinate with you. Yeah, there you go. And so she said, I'll get with the curators, and we'll make sure that, we don't spill over into any areas that we're not supposed to be in. So I said, okay, trying to make it minimal. You'll be able to get in free to a cool, it's the largest art museum in Tennessee. And they are graciously giving us free admission. And actually, you can go there. You can go to that art museum anytime that week if you're into art.
With your badge.
It's just show your badge. Yeah, they're part of the show your badge program. But for that event, you just tell them you're there for the event. They're going to let you in, and you're going to have to find these people. Trust me, they won't be very hard to find. They'll be fairly easy to find, I think.
So, do I need to bring my glass cutter so I can get whatever it is?
No, it's already stolen.
Oh.
You're too late, Chad. It's already been stolen. I have it sitting right here too as the item, but I can't show it.
Oh, we can't show that.
Can't show it, right? Nope. That's as far as I go. But you got to bring your hat. What's that? The hat that Sherlock Holmes would wear. The game is afoot, so you need to bring your hat.
Yeah.
Bring your.
Oh, that'd be fun to dress up for the event.
Magnifying glass.
Night at the museum.
Yes,
We'll be a Neanderthal.
Exactly. There you go. All right. So there you go.
Dress up for that.
That's Night at the museum. Let's get on to Saturday.
That's a whole another show. We don't have time for that one tonight.
We almost don't, but let's kind of at least cover it in a general sense.
Want to cover it or wait? I mean, it really is a whole nother day, and there's still other side events too we can talk about.
Yeah, I guess we could wait. I'd have to look at the schedule. Yeah, we've got the rest
of schedule's on the website.
Schedule's on the website. Yeah. I guess let's do this. Y'all vamp for a minute and talk about what we've talked about so far, and let me look and see if I can find a date that we can do another show.
We have another community celebration event we can talk about.
Yeah,
the
Saturday night. Okay, so we have our main event, which is from 8 to 5:30, and that's going to have your 3 gadget academies, the photo at 10, your puzzle academy at 1, and then your challenge academy at 2:30. There, we covered the day. That's what's happening. But at 7 o'clock, is it 7 o'clock?
7:30.
7 to 9:30.
7 to 9:30.
Yep. Yeah.
We have Jason Foray Band will be performing during the community celebration event. Number 5, 5th community celebration event right there. So that's Saturday night. We're also going to be, so those that are looking forward to this, we're going to be having tables set up in the back for to be able to do like a Midnight Madness. So you can be trading coins, path tags, all that stuff's going to be going on during the music. I'm super excited for one of our vendors as well during that event, a local vendor, Slushies.
Yes. Nancy Slush Fund.
The Nancy Slush Fund is one of our newest vendors, signed up this week. Local vendor, because we are reaching out to get local vendors as well. But she's going to be out there for part of the day for CashFest on Saturday, which is going to be great because it's Memphis in July, and then be out there again that night. Hopefully all her ice doesn't melt in time, but doing slushies that night as well. And and what all she's got on there, but she her logo is on the CashFest page down there, so you can see what she's got in there as well. But really super excited about having those Pronto Pups. That's for those that don't know what Pronto Pups are. That's corn dogs. I don't know. I don't know if she does corn dogs or not.
No, I think she's all about slushies.
It's all about slushies because it's Nancy's Slush Fund.
Yeah.
So that really looking forward to that, and that's the event that night. Getting some really great, and there's going to be some stuff going on there as well. That's going to be kind of fun that you're going to have to listen for.
We can tell them generally what's going on there, though, right? We've already mentioned it once.
Go for it.
So you don't have to give them all the details, but there will be an adventure lab, just like before. This is a one-time adventure lab, so you either get it during the concert or you don't get it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It will be. We won't tell you the details now, but it will be incorporated into the concert. So this is not a fire and forget. You're going to want to hang out, enjoy some slushies, some great music, get some adventure labs, and enjoy the night with 200 or 300 of your closest friends.
That's right.
Or more.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, there'll be at least a couple hundred people there for the concert, so it'll be it'll be fun. It's a great area. We can't even really describe that area because it's outdoors and it's going to be really nice. Great view from where we are. Great music.
Right on the lake.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, it was kind of funny when we're talking with Shelby Farms. They're like, we can't limit that it's just going to be geocachers there at this event because where it's at is we don't care. That's part of
more the merrier.
Yeah,
more the merrier. They're going to be there. We get to share our favorite sport and favorite hobby with them if they don't know about it, and it just gives us a chance to be up there. So,
hey, who knows? Maybe we convert some muggles that night.
Yep,
exactly.
Yeah. I talked to Jason Foray Band. I said, hey, and there may be somebody. I don't know. I can't say who, but there might be a guest performer during the Jason Foray Band that might be performing, so you probably don't want to miss that person.
It's Elvis.
But what's that?
I thought you were about to say something.
No,
my finger was on the trigger, and I it was premature trigger.
Trigger happy.
That's all I'm saying. There may be
Elvis
a guest
is coming
performer.
back for one show. He's coming back one night only for CacheFest.
One night only. Yeah, that's right.
From the dead.
Yeah, so I kind of hesitantly said to him, I said, do you think that we can do a couple things? I explained what we're doing. He goes, I'm in. We're good. So I'm like, all right. So Jason's in on the acts of what we're doing. And he could be. He's not dead. So
there's plenty of them around.
Oh, no. He's from there. So,
This is so super secret. Some of the people on the planning team don't know about it.
That's right. Well, if I share it with y'all just spill it.
You didn't get the email?
Spill that. No, there's no email. This is all secret. All secret stuff. Anyway, but yeah, so there you go. And then Sunday we don't have. Sunday's still up in the air, so we're sorry. Well, Sunday is still.
It's not.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Remember, we haven't got it completely all scheduled out. It will be. It looks like it's going to be a CETO, but it's actually going to be a really cool CETO.
Never before done. I guarantee this is like
it's a special app. It's a special app that will actually, people have geotagged where trash is, so you're going to get to go find the trash and pick it up. with using another GPS device.
You get to use your phone to locate trash and log it. Yes. Yes. This is a true thing. Yes, it is true. And yes, once again, something that nobody has ever done. We've got so many never before dones at CashFest. No mega has ever done most of what we're doing. I love the dog. The dog there.
Every time I click it, there it is.
There it is. Love the doggy. Good puppy dog. Yep. I was waiting for Chad's
house cow.
House cow to come.
Yeah, I have my door shut.
All right. Well, I guess we need to wrap up. We'll talk about. I think that the date I've got currently set will be May 29th. Could be May 15th. One of those dates. One of those dates will
sometime in May.
Yeah, we'll sometime in May we'll talk about all the things that are going on with the academies and the VIP room and the vendors, and it just goes on and on. So,
but don't forget to order your flag tonight.
Yeah, very good point,
what?
Ryan.
Oh yeah,
You won't be able to get your swag.
You'll have till 10 Central to get your order in before it's off.
10 Central's is now become the cutoff time.
Derek, you're so generous.
I know, 10 o'clock.
I know, I'm nice.
Central time.
It's going to take me a second to jump over there and turn it off.
Don't fall asleep in between.
Yeah.
This has been full of sweet tea.
You're just drinking it down.
Mainly sugar than tea.
Right. There you go. Oh, we got another order. So good. People are doing what they're doing what they need to do.
And we're getting volunteer signups. So
awesome.
Nice.
I last looked, there was already 12 emails in my inbox of people that have signed up. So that link is not only is it on the actual CashFest cache page, but it's also on the cashfest.com website. So there's two places to find it, cashfest.com website and the actual cache page for Worldwide CacheFest.
Yeah.
So sign up there. Don't forget hotels, wwcfhotels.com at gmail.com. D, give that information out again.
So if you're staying in any hotel, not Airbnb, hotel or an RV park, just shoot me your last name, what night you're checking in, what night you're checking out, or how many days you stayed. Either one is fine. And what hotel it is. And that's all I need. And I will just compile a list and we'll get that over to CVB and show them just how awesome geocachers are.
Perfect. That's perfect. Well, last thoughts or words that we didn't cover tonight that we want to cover?
Sleep is overrated.
Yeah.
Always.
The world is run by tired people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Teresa's saying, are there other hotels that are giving discounts besides the host hotel?
We've got a couple other hotels, but they're about the same price as the host hotel. So we're trying to fill up the host hotel first.
We're getting close.
That's where we're all at. But if you stay at another hotel, like I said, just send that information to us so that we can put it in. But for the most part, the prices are pretty comparable to what our current host hotel is. And if you can, the host hotel is a place to be because, you might run into special people.
A geo celebrity or two.
And at the host hotel, you get the opportunity to win some cool stuff. You'll get the opportunity to win a gadget cache that you're going to help design. You'll meet with me. Maybe I'll have to bring in Chad or other designers as well. But we're going to build a specific gadget cache, your specs, your idea, and we'll go through the whole design process of it, and we'll build it for you. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to have some other items to give away to the folks that stay at the host hotel. May have his Pac-Man coin or two to give away.
Cool.
I may have some older coins too that people are like, ooh, I haven't never seen that coin before. It's like, I know, I buried it away and have never given it to anybody. So anyway, so we're really encouraging folks to stay at the host hotel. There's a few places left there if possible. We're really excited about that.
Friday and Saturday night, there's about 10 to 12 rooms left, I believe. So if you're going to those nights, get in before it fills up. If it fills up completely, we'll list a couple other hotels, but that's the hotel to be at. That's where all the important people are staying. And by important people, we mean the people that are working their booties off for this event.
Exactly.
So we may or may not be there most of the time.
Yeah, we probably won't be there much, but because sleep is overrated, right?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Sleep.
Chad's asking about when we're doing the auction. Since everybody will have signed up at that point, we'll probably do the auction sometime that week. When you think, Derek? And
yeah,
because we got to do the auction so I can hand people coins. So
that may be something that we do. We'll figure it out. I'm not.
Yeah, it'll be during that week, and then probably if you win, you'll be given a notification, and you'll probably want to come by the event store, and we'll have something there, and you just tell them, "Hi, my name is so and so. I was supposed to come by here and pick up my prize. I stay at the host hotel," and they'll be able to hand you your prize. So, or if you won the big prize, then you'll get an email from Derek, and y'all will work together on that. So,
yeah, and there'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that part of it.
Just be nice. Go to that event store. Our event store manager, she'll smack you in place if you're not nice to her. Miss Paulina. Will knock you in place.
Yeah.
All right. You have about 30 minutes to
get
make
your
your
order
selection
before it's closed.
Yep. And I think we're done for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being on and being a part of giving people an update. And we're so excited. And we've had so many things happen that we had to share with you guys, all the good news. And so we're just fired up. I hope y'all are too. So,
yep.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
May your finds be many and your DNFs be few. May the terrain and difficulty both be less than 2. And whatever it is you're looking for, may it find its way to you. And may we all meet again.
Folks, we hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. Please email us your comment at geocachetalk@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The show can be found on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Radio Public, or Spotify, as well as at the Geocache Talk website. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below and ring that bell notification so that you can see and hear the show on a weekly basis. And tell your friends about the show. Get them involved with us in the chat room. And until next week, don't just talk about geocaching, go geocaching.